folks, welcome to the National Hotplate install channel. I think today is more going to be like a proof of concept because this thing here arrived last week. I just been procrastinating putting it in because I look at it and I think, But basically the trouble is as soon as I pulled it out of the box, I stuck it on my guitar and like as soon as I looked at it, it's just the colour combination's terrible. You know, it looks like the Australian Olympic team. Just bloody awful, green and gold. And I sort of was hoping that the combination together would just look really old-timey, you know? That's really put me off putting it in. I really like the look of this guitar, just like it is, you know what I mean? Like, changing the cover plate kind of like, it's a massive change to the look of the guitar. I think even if it was a silver one, I wouldn't like it as much as the solid colour. I don't know, it's complicated, you know what it's like with guitars, guys, you know? You want them how you want them. And I want this thing electrified, but I don't want to lose what it's got, so we'll see what happens. Today I'm going to fit the hot plate. It might actually look better on there, you know, once it's got the cover over and the screws on and stuff, it might look a bit cooler. And we'll have a listen to it for sure, because I mean, why not? It's here. And it's easy, like it looks so simple. There's nothing to solder, there's nothing hard about any of it. You just take the strings off, take that cover plate off, put this cover plate on and you're good to go, which is pretty cool. I've got a mate who actually uses one. He actually reckons it sounds pretty good and I trust his opinion because you know, he's out gigging and stuff and he's got really cool guitars and he says it doesn't sound like the Resonator, but it sounds really good live, so that's probably what you want. Initial thoughts as soon as I opened it was that it was really well made. It's beautifully made. The solder's just sweet, you know, like the way, you know, just look the way these bolts and that are sort of, I don't know if it's showing up, I can't see through it, you know, they're done nice. You know, like this little thing on the end here, the jack, how that's all done. It's really nice, neat and tidy, as you'd expect. You know, like I said, it wasn't cheap. And then the pickups are Lola. All right, let's do it. Alrighty, first thing I've done here, it's just out of shop, but I can't move that at the moment, is I've just chucked the capo on the up here. And the reason being, I just want to be a bit dodgy and not have to deal with winding the strings back on. So I figured if I just put a capo there, that'll make it a bit easier. This actually should be a really simple job because, geez, that's famous last words, eh? Basically, it's just a screw on, screw off sort of deal. So I think for a lot of people, if it sounds really good, and I can't see any reason why it wouldn't, it's a really easy solution. And you're not damaging the guitar. That's the bloody drama I'm having with this thing. I'm having that, I don't know, stress over not wanting to damage the guitar or change the guitar because, you know, I bought it because it looks a certain way. It's a cool guitar. I've actually been really struggling to decide whether to even use it or not. Ultimately, I like the idea of just being a sort of a one dude, one guitar, little amp. Moving forward this year for gigs and stuff, I really want to get a little AER or something happening and just use that, you know? Actually, I'll leave them in there. We'll go super dodgy. What we'll do, yeah, this is pretty dodgy, but I think this is the easiest way to do it, to be honest. Take these off. Geez, that was loose. You don't want nothing loose on a Resonator, and you know, you're guaranteed rattles. There's a dude named Friar Bud on YouTube, has a pretty cool review on this hot plate and likes it, but he did mention that he had troubles with rattles, which I could see looking at it, even though it's really well put together and everything, is that potentially, because it's cut so nicely around the pickup, you could potentially get some rattles there if you got it down too low. I would think there's nothing you couldn't fix with a bit of blue tack stuck underneath there. Something to consider in the design. I actually don't like the look of the P-base knobs on there. I'd put some chicken head knobs or something like they do on everything else pretty much. At the moment, we'll just have a listen and see if a single coil is going to sound good. Because at the moment, I'm really thinking going the Mule route and cutting a hole in it. It's bloody terrifying. Actually, what we'll do is chuck a bit of tape on there so they don't all come out. And then that can sit over there. This should literally be 5 minutes, undo, do up. Famous last words, you know. Probably the wrong side or something stupid, but you know, it's all national, it should just be straight up. It's a bit of a concern that it's got oval holes on it. Not sure why they've done that. It does come with a pack of new screws, but I'm not going to use them because there's nothing wrong with these screws and spare screws aren't bad to have. Now really, I probably should have taken note where the biscuit is or whatever. And I'll tell you something with this guitar, you know, like you don't think metal guitars are going to change and that, but One of the things I noticed playing it today, I've been playing it for a while, but it's really settled in and it sounds beautiful. Let's have a look. I haven't actually had it on with the strings off or anything yet. Yeah, it looks pretty shit. Alright, well I'll stick these weird holes. Actually they are a bit different. That's funny, if you try to stick one in the middle, the others aren't lined up, so they must know that their holes aren't exactly accurate. They're the same width, but they're not exactly in the right spot all the way around. We'll take that off just to put the strings on easy. Hey. How tight's that? It's got like Loctite or some crap on there. That's not good. It's because this one wants to spin, look. I'm pushing down as hard as I can. No. Oh yeah, it's coming. Jesus. That's crap. I mean, I know you don't want it to rattle, but come on, man. You know, these things are... That's just annoying. Anyway. So we'll chuck some screws in. Well, that oval looks shit. Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it, but like if you look there, like you can see that looks crap. I guess they got to. So way around that when you see, like, you know, you'll see when they're in, some will be centered, some will be to the side. You can just see everybody looking at it. So I should actually go around real loose, just put them in, because otherwise some of them might actually, like that one's going to be a stretch to even get it in. So I'm not too excited about that. Yeah, you don't really want to be putting screws in on an angle. That's really tight. So that's not good. The rest of them look like they're going to line up right. And it might also be they line up better as it pulls down a bit. But see that one at the top there. Yeah, see all the screws are going in on a slight angle, which isn't good. Don't like that. It's like it's just slightly small or something. You know, it's not just one side or it's crooked, it's all of them. One thing I did want to see was would it look cool with the green in the middle. Not really. Alright, in theory, they should go back where they were. Alright, yeah, it kind of all needs to go around a little bit, which it looks like it could do with these slots. So let's try that. Nah, because they're too tight, I can't actually turn it. That'll do, don't matter. But I don't know about you guys, man, I reckon the straight green looks way better. Even though we're not trying to be some fashion house. You know, these things matter, because you've got to like your guitar. And I will put that on there, just to give it a fair look. I keep saying to myself that it might grow on me. I'm pretty bloody sure it won't, eh? It would look great on like a wooden guitar or like the full brass ones they do, it look fantastic. They didn't have any other ones available in Oz, so it was that or nothing. And I convinced myself that it might look really cool with green, in an old-timey way. So I tell you what, that cover plate that don't fit real good. Like, I've got to bend it to get the bloody screws lined up. That's crap. Like, they're not even close to lining up, and these ones are loose. That's better. Come on. Alright, that's annoying. You shouldn't have to bend the bloody thing to get it to line up. Might have been why it was really hard to get off too. Just sort of sprung. Anyhow. Alright, we got one. The other one will go in now. So using a capo and just a bit of tape there definitely helped. Alright, she's on. I'll tune it up and give it a listen, eh? All right, we're back, just kind of in tune. What do you reckon? I can see the camera, like, you know, it's GoPro, so I can see sort of what it looks like, and it's like, I'm not sold, man. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think. I actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought, but it still looks shit. I was just trying to work out how I can do it, because this guitar is so bloody loud. That if I just plug it into the Sonic, you're going to be hearing this more than the amp sound. So what I'm going to do, so I'll put the phone on the shelf, I'll turn the Sonic around. That'll be its own little audio recording, and then we'll just record it from here as well. And I'll mix it later and have a listen, because I'm pretty curious to see what it actually sounds like as well. And then, pretty confident I can get a good sound out of anything, because like the Black Stack and the Sunrise, I think they sound amazing, but my Swiss Army knife, man, I rate this pedal, eh? I should do a review on it, but I hate doing reviews. But Sonny, the dude who makes these pedals, Sun Audio, I did sort of say I might do a review on that, because it just seems to make anything sound good, you know? It's just such a good pedal. So I'd be confident that if this even sounds slightly good, which I'm sure it will, with that, it might even be better. Well, it will be better, but I think it would definitely put it in the ballpark of amazing, let's say. I'm sure of it, but we might even try that in a minute. But let's start off just plugging it in, and I'll stick the phone over there or record a bunch of it and just see what it sounds like, eh? The gain's on about 1/3, which is where I just have any guitar pretty much. Treble, mid, and bass are all neutral in the middle. Basically everything's just set in neutral, right? No reverb. So you're just hearing this straight. There's not really a way around that, but the phone should be picking that up really good, because it's just like what I've done over there. You can see, I don't know, you can see the phone sitting on the books. I've literally got the amp facing that way now, and that should be picking up nice and clear. But from what I can hear, sounds great. Sounds real good. We'll go to the microphone evidence in a minute, but just listen to that. Yeah, that's with the tone right down. One of the things I was thinking about is that I know the dude that made this, I think his name's Mike Dowling, I hope that's right. He still uses a microphone with it as a combination, and that would sound so good. What I was thinking about was that this guitar is so bloody loud that I reckon most of my gigs, even at gig volume, unless I'm playing like on a stage with some foldback or something, that you're still going to hear the guitar anyway. So you're still going to get that sound, I reckon. I'll just do some little, like it's all on flat, but I'm just thinking, because I'm actually curious to see what that sounds like as well. With you. Whether that's coming through over there. Suspect it might be. That's what I was thinking too. So notes like that will be interesting to hear because actually sounds like it's pretty loud as well. Be interesting to compare it to the others, but I haven't got any of the other pickups in at the moment. But what I will do, just because I'm recording over there with the phone, is I think I'll chuck this stage DI in and see what that does to it. But on its own, it sounds really good. Really impressed. The bass is real nice. Sounds good. Let's roll off some of that. Let's roll off some tone. Alright, I'm suitably impressed. Don't know where it leaves me, but as far as a proof of concept is pretty good, man. I like that. It's going to be complicated anyway, mixing sort of magnetic pickups with the Maton if I use that, like swapping on stage and stuff like that, but pretty good. It sounds real good actually. One thing I did notice that I thought I mentioned is that sort of where your hands are, if I was playing with metal finger picks like a lot of slide players do, I kind of feel like the pickup's right where your metal picks might go, so you might actually bump it, I'm not sure. I didn't feel it at all when I was playing, but I just thought I'd mention that there's a potential for you metal finger pickers to maybe touch that. But that's about the only thing I can pick up, and otherwise it's really cool, sounds great. Sounds really good. Sounds better than I thought it would, to be honest. Man, I don't know. What do you guys reckon about the colour? Do I paint it black? I've got some flat black paint over there. Or do I just leave it for something else and put something else in this? Time will tell. I'll work it out. But is it worth 700 bucks? Kind of is. It's beautifully made. It sounds good. You're not buggering your guitar with doing anything that's not reversible, and these bloody things are expensive. So, having said that, you can actually buy like a little knockoff Chinese one for 150 bucks. That'll fit sort of like cheaper guitars and things like that, and it's not hard to put a pickup in. So that's worth thinking about, but honestly, it's really well made. It's cool. Don't think I'm going to use it though. I don't think I'm going to use it. I just don't like the colour on this guitar. I can't really see a way to make it look good. I could antique it and make it look like a real dark colour maybe, or just paint it black, but that kind of makes it permanent. Then, you know, I can't sell it. And if I leave it like it is, I can always put it on something else and keep it. So we'll see what happens, but you better look. And don't forget that Sun Audio pedal is just a bloody brilliant pedal. I haven't found anything that doesn't make sound amazing. So keep that one in mind if you're looking for something with a passive pickup and you want to make it sound next level. So anyway, that's where we're up for now. Cheers for watching, and like, subscribe, all that crap if you want to help a brother out. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.